Police arrest killers of Ahmed Gulak. Parents of abducted Kaduna students express anger. I'm Aisha Salihu, and here is Trust TV News Update. Police in Imo State say the gunmen that killed Ahmed Gulak, special advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan, were arrested, killing at least 6 of them after a fierce encounter. Gulak is shot along Aba Owerri Road on his way to the airport to board a flight to Abuja on Sunday morning. The minority caucus in the House of Representatives has condemned the gruesome killing of political advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan, Ahmed Gulak, by gunmen in Owerri, the Imo State capital. The caucus, in a statement on Monday signed by the House Minority Leader Ndudi Elumelu, described the assassination of Gulak as wicked and barbaric. It urged the police and other security agencies to fish out the remaining assailants, stating that it is disturbed by the worsening insecurity, violence and killings in Imo since the APC administration took over. The minority caucus therefore urges urgent security and constitutional steps to restore law and order and bring the tense situation in the state under control. Publisher and human rights activist Omoyele Sowore is currently being treated at an undisclosed hospital in Abuja after he was tear-gassed on Monday morning. Inibehe Efyong, one of Showere's lawyers, had narrated how a female police officer allegedly fired tear gas at Showore at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. However, Police Public Relations Officer ASP Yusuf Mariam denied the allegations, saying police operatives are at the Unity Fountain following attempts by a group of protesters to incite a public disturbance. Parents of the released students of Greenfield University abducted on April the 20th in Kaduna are angry with the worsening security situation in the country. One of the parents told newsmen that they paid ransom to secure the release of the remaining 14 students. This is coming at a time the Nigerian Senate is considering a bill that provides for 15-year jail term for ransom payment.
I will not hide the truth. Governments that say they want to protect us, the government that we promise us they are going to protect our people. How can my wife go to work for 2 days and I'm paying about over 5 million with the torment?
Know your direction. Nigerians should know your direction. We have teachers in this government. They are not good people at all.
Security situation in the southeast is a source of worry for many Nigerians, as hardly a day passes by without one report of violent attack or the other. An Abuja-based security expert, Mahmoud Dantata, gives recipe for addressing rising security concerns in the country.
In recent times, there have been series of attacks on police and INEC facilities in the southeast. The attack claimed lives and property worth fortunes. Commenting on the development, a security expert, Mahmoud Dantata, said the situation in southeast, if allowed to continue, will become a big security threat to the country.
It's going to have a devastating effect in the sense that, one, people will no longer sleep with their eyes closed. Then number two, it makes the security of those areas porous, where they cannot even go about their daily businesses free and fair in any nook and crannies of this state. Then thirdly, it goes to also expose them to that certain external aggressions.
Umar, Trust TV News.
We're now being joined by Fidelis McLever, who's the investigation editor of the Daily Trust newspapers, to shed more light on this development. Welcome to the news update.
Thank you for inviting me.
So I have a couple of questions for you regarding the recent security challenges, especially in the southeastern part of the country. Reports on violent attacks on INEC facility and police stations have been consistent in the media reportage of recent. What is the implication of these attacks?
Well, is it the recent attacks across the country, particularly those ones that are targeted at INEC offices is quite worrisome. This is because, the INEC is a very crucial institution of democracy. So attacking INEC facilities offices is like launching an assault on democracy. We are just a year or two, away from the general elections of 2023. And the Independent National Electoral Commission is the institution that is charged with the responsibility of conducting elections. Like the chairman of INEC said, it's a trend that is threatening the successful conduct of that year's election, 2023 election. So in a nutshell, this attack, especially on INEC facilities, portends a threat to the 2023 general elections.
Okay, we're still talking about security issues in the Southeast. So moving away from attack on police facilities and INEC officers in the region, former political advisor, President Goodluck Jonathan, Ahmed Gulak, was killed on Sunday, just yesterday, in Owerri. What do you think is the media's stance on this?
Well, like every other person, it's a development that is shocking for every Nigerian. And the media is not less shocked. Even though they usually say in media parlance, bad news is good news. But the death of one person or somebody in the caliber of Ahmed Gulak is something that is shocking to everybody. Okay,
let me come in a bit. Do you think the media has unraveled the motive behind this killing?
Well, for now, it's too early, I would say, for the media to be able to unravel the motive. That is within the realm of investigation. And there is a procedure for following to be able to get to the root of a matter like this. So this thing just happened yesterday, and for the media to be able to deeply get to the root of this, it will take like some days or weeks or so before they are able to get to the roots of it. So for now, I would rather say it's a bit too early.
Okay, so away from the Southeast, Niger State is always on the news these days for one bandit attack or the other. What's your perspective on Niger's security challenge?
Well, Niger is becoming at the center of these security challenges that we are having in the country of late. Before now, you realize that the Boko Haram insurgents were in the Sambisa forests. But they have started moving elsewhere. And given the vast geographical landscape that Niger has, it has a lot of forests, unmanned forests and all of that. So they find that as a conducive place to go and hibernate. And so that is where you see that bandits and other criminal elements be moving to Niger, thereby putting Niger in the spotlight. You recall that the governor of that state recently raised the alarm that Boko Haram elements are there in the state, that they had even raised their flags in some communities around there. Okay. So, and that given the proximity between Niger and Abuja, it has become a worrisome situation for every Nigerian.
Thanks for your insight, Fidelis McClever, investigation editor with the Daily Trust newspapers. Thanks for the insight, Fidelis McClever, investigation editor with the Daily Trust newspapers. Moving away from that, Senate of the University of Abuja has expelled at least 46 students said to have breached their matriculation oaths by engaging in various acts of misconduct. The university's head of information and relations, Dr. Habib Yakub, says 15 of the students are final year students. 5 students were suspended for a semester, as 3 others involved in numerous offenses will be retried and 7 accused persons acquitted. And that's it on Trust News Update. I'm Aisha Salihu. Thank you for joining us.